Welcome back, YouTube, to another soccer slash football prediction. It's your boy Freddy Da Silva. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you won't miss any of your future soccer predictions. All right. Today's prediction video will be for Thursday, March 13th. I have an 8-game slate for the UEFA Europe League. And I'll talk about the teams. I'll let you know if there's any injuries. I'll talk about the total and I'll give you my predictions. So let's get straight to it. Athletic Club going against AS Roma. Athletic Club at home with one injured player, one questionable. Roma with two injured players, four questionable. Roma sitting at point 0.5. Athletic Club sitting at 1.5. The total is sitting at 2.5. So these these two teams have gone head to head before, three times. This year just once, but it did go over that 2.5. Um, It has, out of those three times, it has gone over 2.5, 2 out of 3. So, I think the best bet here would probably be go over 2.5. Let's see, the last 5 games from Roma, they've scored that point 0.5. So, oh wow, they haven't even taken an L in their last 5 games. So, the fact that they're at point 0.5 is crazy to me. So, we can either do this Roma just to score a goal because I believe that will happen as they've covered out of their last 5 games. They've covered 5 out of 5. Between these two teams going at it, they covered 3 out of 3. So yeah. Now as far as that 1.5 for Athletic Club, they have not. Well, they've covered this once, but they have not covered in the last 3 games. Their last 3 most recent games. Um, yeah, and as far as going head to head with Roma, they've only covered this once. So highly unlikely that will happen, right? So I think the best bet here would be Roma just to score a goal. And as far as a win here, I'm going to go with Roma because they've been pretty good lately. They've been clutching it up. So I don't see how they're going to, take a nail. I mean, it could be a tie, but I doubt it just because Roma hasn't tied in the last 5 games. Athletic Club has tied twice in the last 5. Only one win and 2 L's for Athletic Club. And as far as these two teams going at it, as far as a tie, they've only tied once oh no, I apologize. They've tied twice in the 3 times they've gone head to head. So yeah, this could be a tie. This could be a 1-1, to be honest with you. But the fact that Roma hasn't tied in their last 5 makes it seem like they are the better team here right now. So I'm going to go with Roma to win. And as far as points, give me Roma just to score a goal. Okay, on to the next game. We have Frankfurt versus Ajax. Frankfurt are at home. And as far as injuries for Frankfurt, they got 2 injured players, 4 questionable. Ajax with 4 injured players and 3 questionable. The total sitting at 2.5. These two teams have gone head to head before twice, and they've covered this 2.5. So both of these two teams are sitting at 1.5. Frankfurt have covered this in their last 5 twice. So, and as far as Ajax covered this 1.5, they've covered this once in their last 5 ones. Yeah, so um now I'm not going to bet a win on this one because every single time I try to bet on Ajax, they screw me over somehow, some way. So I think the best bet here would be over 2.5. Um, the last 2 times they've gone head to head, they've covered this 2.5, like I mentioned. But a win here, I mean, the first time was Ajax back in 2020. The second time was March 6th, 2025, which was not that long ago. Um, and Frankfurt won that one 2-1. So, to me, the best bet would be over 2.5. But I can't give you a win here because, yeah, Ajax to me is just one minute they're good, the next minute they're bad. But if I did have to bet one of these two teams, I would bet Frankfurt to win, and only because, like I said, Ajax have screwed me over multiple times. So, um, yeah, I would rather pick Frankfurt for this one if I was to bet this one. But for sure, the 2.5, it seems like that's where it's at. Okay, on to the next game. We have Lazio versus Victoria Pleasant. Lazio are at home with two injured players and one questionable. Victoria Pleasant with zero injuries. So, um, the last time these two went head to head, which was March 6th, 2025, Lazio did win, but Victoria Pleasant did score a goal. And I think that was the one that I mentioned where I wanted Victoria Pleasant to score a goal. And they ended up covering that. So, I mean, Victoria Pleasant's, they're low key not that bad, even though they only got 2 wins in their last 5 games, 3 L's. But one thing you can guarantee is it won't be a tie in this one. Somebody's going to win. And to be honest with you, I feel like Lazio could win this one. Mainly because they're at home and, you know, they're not that bad either, but they're not that all that great right now. But regardless of the situation, the last time they went head to head, they went over that 2.5 because the total sitting at 2.5. So I feel like this is gonna happen again. I feel like it'll go over 2.5 again. Regardless, I see Frankfurt, or my bad, not Frankfurt, Victoria Pleasant scoring a goal. They've covered this 4 out of their last 5. So the safest bet here would be Frankfurt, or I keep saying that. I don't know why I keep saying that. The best bet here would be for Victoria Pleasant just to score a goal. Seems like they've been able to cover this multiple times. And honestly, almost every time I put this one for them just to cover a goal, they seem to hit it. So at least 95% of it. So yeah. Yeah, and as far as the win here, give me Lazio to win. But as far as total points, or as far as the points, I'm just gonna put Victoria Pleasant just to score a goal. I seem like that's the best bet here. Okay, on to the next game. We have Olympiacos versus Bodo. Olympiacos are at home. I apologize. Olympiacos are at home. And as far as injuries, they only got one injured player. Bodo with one injured player and one questionable. Um, Olympiacos have only taken 1 L in their last 5. And as far as Bodo, they got 3 wins, 1 L, and 1 draw. I don't know how I feel about this game, to be honest with you. The total sitting at 2.5, and it might move to 3. The last time they played, it was 3-0, Bodo won. The fact that Olympiaco has only lost once in their last 5 games, I just don't know how I feel about that, because that one time was versus this team, Bodo. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Bodo on this one, to be honest with you. Um, it seems like they're the better team. So I'm gonna go with Bodo on this one for the win. And as far as the total points, I don't know why Bodo's sitting at 0.5. That means all they gotta do is score a goal, right? They've covered this 5 out of 5. Out of their 5 most recent, they've covered this. And between these two teams, they've covered this. So I don't know why they only got one injured player and one questionable. So I don't know, maybe because they're not at home. Olympiacos are at home, so maybe that's why, but it's ridiculous. So give me Bolo just to score a goal. That's super easy. I don't even know how that. You better get it now before they before they realize that they made a mistake here, because just to score a goal, they've covered this 5 out of 5, 5 out of their most recent 5, and between these two teams, they've covered this. So yeah. But as far as a win here, I'm gonna go with Bodo because they did win last time, and I don't know, to win 3-0. I mean, Olympiacos couldn't even score a goal. That to me is crazy. So yeah. Anyways, on to the next one. We have Lyon versus FCSB. Lyon are at home. Let's see. The last time they played, March 6th. I think that was the first leg. I think this is the second leg. Yeah, this is the second leg. So, um, for all of these games, these are the second leg. So, first leg, Lyon won 3-1. So, as far as injuries, Lyon only have one injured player. FCSB only they have zero injured players. But as far as them and that point five, because FCSB is sitting at point five, and they've covered this three out of their last five head to head. Their five most recent, they've covered this four out of five. So I'm gonna go with FCSB scoring a goal. They were able to do this the most recent head to head between these two, or for the first leg. But as far as a win, give me Lyon. I feel like they're still the better team and they still will win. And especially they're at home, they got that advantage. So give me Lyon to win. But as far as the points, give me either FCSB to score just a goal or probably over that 2.5. I feel like the last five head to head, they've covered this 2.5. They've covered this 1, 2, 3. They covered this 3 out of 5. So I feel like this could happen again. But yeah, this could easily be a 2-1. So either way, that'll cover it, right? So whichever one you want to go, either total points over or FCSB just to score a goal. I see that happening either way. But as far as it wouldn't give me a deal. Okay, on to the next game. We have Manchester United versus Real Sociedad. I don't know why Real Sociedad is sitting at 0.5. They got 2 injured players and 2 questionable. Manchester United with 6 injured players and 4 questionable. Yeah, that 0.5 for Real Sociedad, that's a winner right there. Straight out. Um, they've covered this 0.5. Between these two teams, they've covered this. Oh, wow. They've only covered this twice. Wow. Now that'll make me think twice, right? But let's see. Their last five most recent game, they've covered this once, twice. Wow. I'm surprised because every single time that I bet for Real Sociedad to score a goal or even to go over that 1.5, I've hit it. And I know I've hit it. I think the most recent one I didn't, and I think that was because they were going against Sevilla, and they had I think two other players got a red card. So I think that's what that one time, the only time that this team screwed me over. But as far as that 0.5, I feel like they'll be able to do that this time. So the total sitting at 2, it might move to 2.3. If it does stays at 2, for sure I'm going to do over 2. If it does stay at 2.5, I might think twice on this, just only because they've only been able to cover this once in the last five head to head. So I might think about it twice. But if it is, I mean, yeah, this one is actually, now that I think about it a little bit more, this one's a little on the difficult side. Manchester United, they're basically sitting the same as Real Sociedad. They both have one win. Um, Manchester United had 3 draws, 1 win, and 1 L. Real Sociedad with 1 win, 3 L's, and 1 draw. So not all that good for both of these two teams right now. Not all that good. But Manchester United are at home, so they could win this one. Just, they could win this one. They got that advantage. So, but I won't be honest with you. I see Real Sociedad scoring at least a goal. Whether they win or lose, I see that happening. So I'm going to go with total points, or not total points, just Real Sociedad to score a goal. But as far as a win here, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. I want to give it to Manchester United, but they haven't showed me. They haven't proved it. You know what I mean? 3 most recent games, they have not won. So Yeah, this one's gonna be tough. This one is gonna be tough, especially how they have 6 injured players and 4 questionable. You know, this could be another tie. First leg was a tie, so this could be a tie, and then they could go to penalties. To be honest with you, but that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Um, I'm gonna put here a tie, but I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I'll end up making that a final play. But as far as points, yeah, just give me that to let the score go. Okay, on to the next game. We have Rangers versus Fenerbahce. Rangers are at home. Rangers is another team that screws me over every time I bet on. Every time. I think I've only been able to hit this like twice out of 10 times. So yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'm putting this one for a win. But as far as the over, it's a different story. The total sitting at 2.5, and they've covered this 2 out of the 3 head to head. So I'm gonna go and put over 2.5. I think that's just the best bet here. Both of these two teams are sitting at 1.5. Now, um, they both of these two teams have only been able to cover this once, going head to head. But as far as the last 5 games from Rangers, they've covered this 1.5. Let's see, they've covered this 3 out of 5. And Fenerbahce, they've covered this 1.5. Say 3 out of 5. So this one's going to be a good one. Um, the first leg was 3-1. Rangers did win. So that covered that 2.5. And as far as injuries, Rangers don't have any injured players. So give me Rangers to win. They are at home. They got that advantage. No injured players. Fenerbahce, 2 injured players and 3 questionable. So yeah, it seems like that's the best bet here. Rangers to win and total points to go over 2.5. Okay, on to the last game of the video, guys. Put down your predictions. Let me know in the comments who you think is going to win. Let me know what you got. Win or lose, I'll give you guys a shout out. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, please. And if you guys know anybody that loves to bet on soccer, football, let them know about me. You know what I mean? Just let them know, hey man, this guy, I mean, you've seen, if you've not seen, check out the most recent video. I got 100% on my stuff. I'm literally 95, 99% of the time hitting everything. So yeah, with all that being said, let's straight jump into this last game. Tottenham versus AZ Alkmaar. The first leg they had was crazy. I couldn't believe that Tottenham lost this one. And as a matter of fact, I remember putting AZ, a AZ Alkmaar just to score a goal because they literally were at 0.5 and they scored that goal. They actually won the game, but you know what I mean? It's crazy how I had them at 0.5. This time around, I don't know why I feel like Tottenham will win this one. Like I have a feeling they will win this one. They are at home. They got that advantage. So right now, the total sitting at 2.5, and it might move to 3. If it does move to 3, I'm gonna do under, and if it does stay at 2.5, I might do over on the points. But AZ Alkmaar are still sitting at 0.5 for some reason. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to do Alkmaar to score a goal this time, only because Tottenham are at home, but they haven't been all that great. Their 3 most recent games from Tottenham, 2 L's, 1 draw. So they're not all that great. Alkmaar, on the other hand, got 3 wins, 1 L, and 1 draw. Between these two teams going at it, they've gone at it only twice. One time Tottenham won, and the other time Alkmaar won. So, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I guess if the total does move it to 3, I think that's the best bet to do under 3. But if it stays at 2.5, then I might just go with AZ Akmar just to score a goal because they did cover this, the most recent one. So even if they do lose, I feel like they'll still be able to score a goal in this one. So this one could easily be like a 1-1, like a tie, right? 1-1. So that'll cover that 0.5 for Akmar. But as far as a win, I might, and I say this because I'm so not wanting to bet this one. This is really tricky for me. Um, I might put Tottenham to win or a tie. Injuries, I don't know if I mentioned any injuries, but Tottenham is sitting with 200 players and 2 questionable. Akmar with 1 injured player and 4 questionable. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. I'll catch you on the next video. Deuces.